All right, people. Who's gonna win? I got a poll going up right now. Who do you think wins this? Wins this match? You got Tyler and you got Nam. I would love for you guys to answer this poll. Let's see who can get it right. Like I said, it looks like we got Tyler on Briar, and we know Nam is going to be on Bravo, correct? Isn't that what we decided that he was going to play? Bravo? Yeah. Again, like I said, I just put up a poll. Hopefully you guys can make your predictions. Because I have my predictions, but I honestly can't I can't
usually
I
This
can't vote.
is a really close matchup usually.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
What I was gonna say is usually Briar's a little bit more favored in this, but with Nam's build, you know how Nam is. He always wants to play a control deck, but have it hit you really hard and be aggro with it.
That's very true. He's been on the aggro Bravo train for a minute, and it's done him some justice, right?
Who's
Arlavia, who's playing who? It's Briar, Tyler Horspool, Las Vegas champion versus Nambo, which is Calling Dallas champion.
And it looks like Nam turn 1's just gonna straight up Seismic Surge, Hammer, get that Crippling Crush on the bottom of the pitch cycle. So maybe he's expecting this game to go kind of longer.
Yeah.
Having a late game setup like
Could
that.
also mean that his hand has 2 other reds in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might just have a really weak hand here.
Tyler, of course, is going to block.
Tyler opting to take 1.
Couple good
He
cards.
must have some.
Good cards at it.
Yeah, he's definitely got a couple good cards in his hand if that's the case then, huh?
That or the double lightning press.
Yeah,
or
right.
a double ball lightning.
Double
something
ball
like
lightning, yeah. Also, guys, for entertainment purposes, we're going to be cutting this up and actually putting these matches on YouTube as well. So if you guys missed any of the action, you'll be able to go back later on and watch these matches unfold.
Did he just
as
put
if
Hammer
it was
on
live.
the bottom of his deck?
What an idiot.
Oh,
he put it in his hand.
Put it in his hand. That's funny.
Is it Aerolavia or Aralavia?
Yeah.
How would y'all say that?
I would just say Arlavia. I don't know. I mean, overseas, so I'm assuming you're from either the UK or it's early morning there in New Zealand or Australia. Either way, we're super happy to have you in the stream.
All right, let's see what Tyler's gonna do here on his turn 1.
I'm curious. He took 1 damage on that turn, so he's got to have a couple good cards.
So I played against Tyler at Nationals. I think it was like round 5 or 6. And if he's playing a deck any similar to what he played at Nationals, is definitely really good going into Bravo. I feel he has a lot of ways to present, multiple ways of damage, being the arcane side and the and just the attacks in general. His output was kind of crazy, not gonna lie.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm curious to see if he opted for the mid-range Earth build with Lightning, or if he's just playing full-on Cheerios. But Captain's Call here.
Captain's Call kind of tells me Cheerios, right?
It's probably full-on Cheerios.
Yeah, I can see that. So he's coming in for 3 and an arcane.
That's correct. 2 and an arcane. Or wait, did he do the Captain's Call?
I mean,
I would assume.
Yeah, because lightning or ball lightning has.
That would be 4 and an arcane then.
Oh snap! So it's a blue ball lightning, so it'll get a +2, so 3, and then the arcane. So he takes the arcane for the rune chant. He just sinks.
And blocks the full 4. That's good.
Why would it be 4?
2 + 2.
It's a blue ball lightning, sir. That's 1.
Oh, it's a blue ball lightning.
Yeah.
Oh.
So now he just comes in for Rosetta for 2 and 2. He's just gonna have the 5-card hand coming back.
Doing the classic Cheerios Briar setup.
Yeah,
This was
doing the
something
classic stuff.
This is something at Nats that I didn't really grasp because with Chain, you usually just want to throw your whole hand out every turn. But with Briar, it's okay to take, not an off turn, but not put out as much damage and just keep on setting up that 5-card hand every single turn is the optimal way to do it.
For sure. And I think not blocking with a card from hand and use Skull Cap means that he should have a pretty big swing here.
Yeah, he should have a pretty good turn. Especially with popping the Seismic Surge as well.
He's got a Spinal in hand or something.
A Spinal or a Crippling or something, definitely. Has to, right?
And Will from Crap Talk Radio said, was anyone running Captain's Call before Briar? Seems like a great card that was slept on. And I will say,
I was.
Kyle, you
he's got the pummel.
Nam's got the pummel or he's got the sigil.
He's got the pummel.
And he's bluffing it. Yeah, so actually, shout out to Tyler Broughton. He and I actually played Blue Captain's Call in our Katsu decks that we had a lot of fun playing in Vegas and everything. It looks like out of 9 votes, 8 of them went to Nam and 1 went to Tyler. So it looks like a lot of people have. It looks he's got the pummel. Looks like people have a.
He's gonna discard, and the Crush the Week's effect will be active.
Yeah, looks to me that's what's happening. They can't attack action cards at 3. Wow, that's very powerful for this matchup.
It sounds powerful, but I think in reality, all of his breakpoint attacks are 4, so we might see a lot of 4 attacks this turn, which would be why Tyler didn't care about blocking that card.
Yeah, that's very possible too. Watch Tyler just go, okay, Gorganian Tome, draw, hit the channel mount, pitch a blue,
Could be.
And then, it just didn't matter.
Could be.
What a freaking good night for Flesh and Blood, Wow. Arlavia said, nah, 328. PL, that's Poland, correct? Am I correct in my assumption? Would assume that's Poland. Anyway, we are super happy to have you in the stream with us tonight. So he's playing Flicker Wisp. So to me, it's by him showing the Flicker Wisp, he's telling me he's playing his Nationals list, which played I think 3 Flicker Wisp and the Rites of Lightning and many ways to be able to deal more arcane. So.
Yeah, and here's one of those 4 attacks I was talking about. So
Yep.
It's around the Crush the Weak effect nicely.
Yep. He needs to see a red for him to do those things. So Crush the Weak was a little bit weak on its own, right?
Yeah. A tricky thing to manage in this matchup specifically is Bravo's big turns. A lot of times they're going to revolve around taking a bit of damage to set up a bigger attack. That's going to really impact your opponent's hand. And the reason that Briar plays into that really nicely is because if they can diversify their damage to create several embodiments and basically just prevent all of the buff that Bravo is going to get out of their big attack. By being able to block with 1 card for 5 or 6, it just really plays in well to the Crush effects. And keeps Bravo from being able to do what they want. So naturally, they end up just blocking a lot throughout the match. So that because if they don't block, then they know that their attack is going to get annihilated.
So
here's a nice disable. This is a really good card against the Briar matchup. Putting a card on the bottom of the deck. With him only having 1 embodiment as well, this is going to be a really impactful card right now, especially if that's a Plunder Run or something.
Yeah, most definitely. It's coming in for 9. So he's forced to block probably 2 cards in hand and his Skull Cap and his Grasp to not take the Crush effect, right?
Yeah, it's going to either force a lot out of. I can definitely see the Skull Cap coming into block here.
Yeah,
and probably maybe the Grasp in 1 card. Maybe he's probably going to try to save the Grasp for a Crippling Crush or a Spinal later down the line, but. If his hand is really good, also, and he really cares about that arsenal, then the Grasp is probably going to jump out there as well. But I can for sure see the skull cap getting involved. Do you know if he plays Pulsa Candlehold?
If I'm not mistaken, I want to say he does. I can definitely look up his nationals list just to see. But if I'm not mistaken, I want to say in my match against him, he did play Candlehold.
Yeah, because if he plays Candlehold, that's also another very good card in this matchup. For blocking reason, it allows you to stall the block with one card from hand.
So his nationals build actually did not play Pulsa Candlehold.
Yeah, so here comes the Grasp and the Skull Cap, just like I figured. It's going to be a 7 block. So he's going to take 2 damage here, not lose his card, and get to keep a 4-card hand.
He also blocks with a red Captain's Call too, so note that.
Yeah, red Captain's Call means he's... Okay, because we've seen blue as well already. So.
Yep.
That was kind of a later addition in the Briar deck, playing more Captain's Calls, just because that card is really, really good in this deck.
Very true.
Let's see, Nam draws up, doesn't have an arsenal for that turn, so I'm curious to see what this arsenal card is. I'm going to guess it's either a Plunder Run or maybe another impactful non-attack action card. Could also be Lightning Surge, I guess.
Will actually has a really good point here. He said he just pitched the Flicker Wisp and the Sting of Sorcerer the turn prior. So like late game is going to be very hard for Nam. Off rip, just already.
Depends on if Nam decides to go aggro or not.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job of. I mean, he's got 10 damage off the Briar's life total already, which is actually a pretty decent accomplishment for. Was this like turn 3?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm very surprised to see an Entwine Lightning in Arsenal there that he wanted to save. Very surprised to see that. I'm wondering if Nam will give up one of his equipment blocks for this to prevent the extra ball lightning damage. That's one of the big things that Bravo has to do really well in this match is utilize those breakpoints with their equipment block, because you have to save those for like the plunder runs and the snatches and the draw effects, those sorts of things.
Oh, here we go. The spicy tech rights of lightning. Jeez.
Yeah, no fuse, and I believe he hasn't done any arcane,
I believe that
right?
weave lightning, he's gonna fuse with that a second time. That's still in hand.
Oh, that's in hand. That's right.
He used the tunic trigger.
Right. So he's gonna do that, and then he hasn't played a non-attack action, right? He's just gonna arsenal the weave lightning and pass after this.
It's a very, very good turn out of Tyler here.
It's not bad.
That weave lightning definitely presented something weird for him, right?
Well, he's gonna have a 5-card hand in the crackback here, so and getting rid of most of Nam's hand here, and also still prevent blocking. I mean, Nam's just got to block here, because if he doesn't, he's gonna have 1 card to swing back with. He's just gonna have a hammer or something, and Tyler's got 2 or 3 embodiments at that point.
And he's opting for the 2/2, not the setup.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting play.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have taken 4 there, right?
It should have been 2, right?
Did he take 4?
No, I think
was this the term he played Tome?
Block.
I don't know.
No, I believe the arcane didn't go through.
Turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if the arcane didn't go through, then it didn't have go again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just I think with the Rosetta, it was just 2.
Okay.
And he took it.
So he blocks with Weave Lightning and takes 2. So he goes down to 28. No, never mind. He had 2 embodiments. I'm silly. So now Tyler's...
He wasn't going to take any damage that turn with the...
So now Tyler's at a 3-card hand. So a little bit less optimal of what he would want. But he leads with the Exude Confidence, which is really, really key here.
I believe this leads me to believe his hand is weak. A lot of times if the Bravo is blocking heavily, they're going to save those Exudes for a bigger turn. So... I'm just saying better have it here, I guess, with the blues. And he's got 1, so that'll put 3 damage through at the moment, leaving Nam with a 3-card hand, which not going to pop the Snapdragons on this that early, I wouldn't think. Yeah, just Arsenal card.
And now here's Nam's opportunity to kind of do a nice attack here.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he has something something to try to pressure Tyler's hand a little bit here, because As soon as you let the Briar player set up with a 5-card hand, you need to start pressuring their hand a little bit to have any chance of getting back into the game. Yellow disable is very nice. Yellow disable is very nice. So this is what, 8 damage or 7 damage? I believe it's 7 if I'm not mistaken. He's only got 1 embodiment, so this is going to get some cards out of the hand. The skull cap's turned off right now, so he's really only got the 1 block in his equipment because he's not going to use the tunic. That means he's going to get two cards out of the hand probably, unless he wants to lose.
I didn't exactly see, but if Nom pitched 2 blues, that means he opted to make a Seismic Surge instead of using Bravo, so he's like proactively trying to get those cards out of hand.
Yes, absolutely. That is the correct call for sure. You definitely want to have that Seismic Surge, because if you're pressuring the hand on this turn, you want to think about your next turn too.
Exactly.
He's probably just going to take the 7 here, lose the Arsenal, come back with a 4-card hand. And that's really big for him.
Also, it's not as bad because he is saving the card, putting it on the bottom of the deck, so if the game does go long, he does still have that card.
Yep, and now he's got the Seismic Surge for next turn, so since Tyler didn't block with his hand, he's probably going to be able to present a decent amount of damage this turn.
Yeah, I think he takes it and Scar for Scar. Well, there it is, yeah.
The Scar for Scar is definitely an incentive to take the damage there.
Yeah. Definitely a great card to lead with too, because it just puts him just in the driver's seat for this turn.
For sure, and it shuts off the skull cap. It has go again.
Yep.
Like the taking the damage there was definitely the correct call. Restroom break. All right, so it looks like now he's gonna step away from the table for a second.
Nom said, "I gotta piss." I'll be right back. Pulls a Sam, just leaves.
But we can go ahead and just talk about this game state for a second, and it looks like Tyler, obviously, he's setting up for that tunic counter on 3 next turn, a card in Arsenal, so he's probably only going to come in with 2 cards this turn, Arsenal that one, have a tunic up next turn, so...
Pop off. Yeah.
Yeah, Nom's got to decide, is he going to take the damage here, or take some damage and try to come in with a real threatening card if he has it, or is he just going to block this turn because next turn's going to look pretty nasty?
Yeah, I think... that's always like the big decision with Bravo, right? Is like, do I risk taking damage for a nasty turn on the follow-up? But you always have to make sure that that nasty turn is going to prevent Briar from just hitting you back again. Because if they hit you twice in a row like that, you're just going to end up blocking. You didn't do anything to their life total enough to be impactful anyway. And you're just going to be on blocking duty the rest of the game with a lower life total. So you have to commit. You have to commit early to whatever game plan you're going to be doing, and then wait for Briar to draw like a 4 non-attack action hand or an exude confidence hand that they can't do, but like 4 to 6 damage with something like that, where you're going to be able to swing back at them, punish them for playing the deck they're playing, which sometimes they don't draw bad and you just lose, but. Generally, in a single classic constructed game, Briar's going to have at least 1 hand of all non-attack actions. That's just the most likely scenario.
You're me, it's going to be all of Nats.
Yeah, but in theory, they should have at least 1 of those hands during that game, and you just need to make sure that you have either a good card in Arsenal or something to follow it up with.
So yeah, so he's just probably coming in here for the +2, right?
Just put another Flicker Wisp on bottom. Just kindly flashed that to us.
All right. I hate when people misclick like that. It sucks. But he's definitely setting up for late game, if anything, if he can get that far.
Yeah. That's Nom's second sink below as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 1 more of those in the deck's real nice.
I feel like Nom's taking a little bit here.
Yeah, it's gonna have to.
Yeah, it takes 3.
Oh, he did that for 7?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. That means Nom actually has something to do on the crackback, which is promising.
So pretty much, shout out to Andrew Collins for showing up at 2 hours and 10 minutes into the stream. We appreciate you stopping by there, buddy. Hope you've been doing well. We've got a pretty good match for you tonight. As you see, we got the Tyler Horspool versus the Namvo. Got them both in the house playing Flesh and Blood.
Playing a little game of cat and mouse with their skull caps here. They keep taking damage and shutting each other's skull caps off.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna come down to like a very tight defense sequence on Nam if he wants to win this game. And Tyler has to have an explosive 5-card hand here. He's got the tunic counter, so what Seb said is probably going to come to fruition here. Like he's probably gonna have like a non-attack, be able to. And there's the Weave Lightning, so he's probably got an elemental card coming in.
Ooh,
and a Sting.
Sting.
So we're about to see Snatch right now for 4 and a card, 4 go again, 100%. Let's see it. Where is it at, Tyler Horspool? Oh no! Oh, he's paying a resource. So Rites of Lightning. He's gonna fuse it.
There we go.
He's got to have the fuse too. And he reveals the Lightning Press. This is the turn that we were talking about. Yep. So he's coming in for 2 Arcane, 7 plus a Lightning Press.
Actually, it's coming in for 3 Arcane, right? Because it makes that effect. No, my bad. I'm
just
sorry.
2 Arcane, right?
Yeah, it should be 2 Arcane. Yeah.
2 Arcane, 7.
2 Arcane.
And he's got the Lightning Press.
Now, does Nam play the Mage Master boots over the Null Rune boots always against Briar, or was this a choice?
I don't know. I don't remember what he did. I want to
try to set up a life game with Tome Fendals, and just trying to get like a 6-card hand one turn.
You know,
really
it's funny. It's funny that you say that now because that makes more sense because he arsenaled that card and chose not to block the E-Strike with it. So that makes me think that card in Arsenal is a tome.
Ah, yeah, it could very well be.
If he does that, then he'll gain what, 5 life off of this and have a 5-card hand to come back. Yes. So he's about to take 2 go to 8 or take 4 go to 8.
That's almost for sure tome since he's taking.
Oh, okay. So he blocked the physical, took the arcane off of the Rosetta Thorn. Now you're going to see the arsenal. So he's got to have the tome, right? Like the tome has to be in his arsenal. Like he's got to be reading that. He's hovering over it too. So
I don't see any other reason for it to be anything else.
Unless he's got a crippling crush pummel, which I don't even think he possibly can do. But I'm dumb.
He for sure can with a 4-card hand.
Oh yeah.
Can?
Oh
yes. The math is perfect.
Pitch 3 blues for crippling crush pummel from Arsenal.
Oh, you know that checks, right? Sometimes math is hard, people.
He's choosing dominate. If this is crippling, then for sure.
Crippling.
Yeah.
Spinal
with the pummel. Oh my goodness.
Spinal with 2 floating. And
is that the pummel?
It's gotta be.
It's got the fact that
he didn't block with it. Yeah. It's gotta be. It was pummel or tome.
Wow, Nam.
But Tyler does have those embodiments up.
Oh,
that's what I was talking about. Is the embodiments make the math tough on this because a 1 card like a Pulsive Candlehold shuts off Crush by itself, but the pummel is going to make the math much harder with the 2 floating. So Tyler's got a real big decision to make here. Yeah, because losing go again and discarding a card means that your hand's going to be crap. And
you're time locked. You're taking a turn off.
I mean, regardless, is he taking a time off? Is he taking?
Well, he's going to take damage anyway, and Nam's going to have a full hand to try to kill you with.
Unless he overblocks, right? Like unless he overblocks.
No, it's dominated. Oh god, 14. He chose to take the damage, so he's gonna go to 4, lose go again, and lose a card at it.
He's gonna go to 5 and discard a card.
Or 13 is it 4 plus 9? Yeah, 13.
Yeah. Gets rid of a plunder, which is neat. Okay.
And then Nam can just take whatever damage he represents and then try to dominate for game. Hopefully he draws something that he can dominate for game.
Meanwhile, the sigil in Arsenal. I'm not sure if
I doubt Tyler's playing sigil.
I'm not sure if he'll play Sigil of Suffering in this match. You're talking about Sigil of Solace and his Arsenal. Okay.
Tyler might have enough here to kill him.
He doesn't have go again.
If Tyler has if he can, he's not leading with an Exude. He's got Lightning Press. He's set, right?
Right. So that's 7. But
he's got double Lightning Press.
Oh,
there's no way.
Did Nam really just not see that happen.
I mean, not two. I mean, like, that's just, if you got it, you got it. Congratulations. That's insane. So that's what? That's exact.
Does Nom not have a D react here?
If he doesn't.
Oh, the game.
Well, good game. That was crazy. The double lightning press is pretty good. What's an Arsenal? Is the Arsenal one Oh, it's plunder. Wow. So it was definitely correct. You called it. You called it. Yeah. Wow. Congratulations to Tyler. That was a crazy game.
Yeah,
but also look at Nom's hand. He didn't have anything to do on his turn.
He probably should have just blocked, huh?
Well, no. The problem was if he'd have had another blue in hand, he'd have been fine.
This is what a spinal command and conquer.
He has to pitch his whole hand for the spinal. So he